very attractive. People call it that he's very proud. He's not proud. He just knows what he wants to achieve. So you need to have a concise and definite goal for yourself in the industry. I started as a realtor, but today I'm a developer. And yet I'm still a realtor. If I tell you how long I've been in the industry, maybe you may just walk out of this place. No, seriously. And if I tell you the amount of success I have had in the last time I've been in real estate, you may ask me what is my which show my daily was. But there is no limitation, only limitation you set in your mind. So goal setting is the first basics line, and everybody start running. But not everybody reaches to the end at the same time. Why? Because there are goals. It's their goals that make them to train harder or differently. We all may be realtors, but in the next 1 year, all of us will not be earning the same. I can bet you that. We all can be realtors starting today in this real estate industry today. Today is the 4th of May. But not all of us will have the same result in the next 1 year. Why? It's having concise and definite goal. I did my first inspection in real estate on 30th of April 2022. Between that and today, I've gone over half a billion sales. In less than 6 months or 7 months, I was able to earn about 30 million naira as sales commission. Because of what? Because of this and this. I had a goal. My goal was to become a developer, but I needed to start as a realtor. But look at where I am today. Why? Because of concise and definite goal. And that can also be separately. It doesn't matter how long you have been in the industry. You can be here in the last 10 years, you can be here in the last 1 year, you can be here in the last 6 months. It doesn't matter. You know, we were listening to something this morning when we were coming. This guy, Haaland, came to Premier League. He has played 31 games. And he has broken all the records. Because of, he has no what he came to Premier League to do. And he has a good team that is helping him to succeed. So it does not matter how long or how far, it is how well. Have it at the back of your mind. It is not how long I've been in this industry. It is what do I want out of this? And once you define your why, your action and activities changes. Now, people don't set goals because of some certain reasons. Number one is that they think people, they don't set goals because of the fear of rejection from others. Number one thing I will tell you today, write it down at the at the chest of your heart or at the bottom of your heart, that I said in this industry you get ready to be rejected. People will turn you down. People will say no to you. But you know what? There are how many no's you will get before you get 1 yes. Sometimes statistics says you get 5 no before you get 1 yes. Some statistics say you get 10 no's before you get 1 yes. But as soon as you get that 1 yes, it changes all the no's you have ever had. So people do not set goals because they think that when they set goals, they are going to fail. And it is because of the fear of failure that is why they never made an attempt at anything to succeed. When you set goals, sometimes people tell you, I don't want to set goals. If I tell somebody what I want to achieve, I may end up not achieving that. But I will advise you today, if you set goals, share it only with the people that will encourage you to pursue that goal. There are dream killers. Yes, I know that. It is not everybody amongst your friends that is want to know what you want to do with your life. It is not everybody. At the moment, do not tell everybody. When Jesus Christ was conceived, they said they should take him to Egypt because Herod wanted to kill him. It was at a certain age that they brought him back to Bethlehem. And that is the secret of life. Sometimes when you put on your goals, You keep your goals to yourself. Share it only with the people that will encourage you to pursue your goals. Another reason why people do not set goals. People don't set goals because they don't know how to set goals. That's what they call smart. Your goals have to be smart, specific, achievable, realistic, and then time bound, measurable and time bound. That's the 5 ways to set a goal. A goal that is specific, smart is SMART. Let me just write that out. So this is what I mean by smart. Smart. So number 1, S. Your goal has to be specific. And then your goal has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be realistic. And it must be time bound. So, for instance, there's no how you have never made 10 million in your life and you told me you want to make 10 million in 1 month. And then all the money you have seen in your life combined is 100,000. Your goal is not realistic. So, for instance, if you tell me you want to move from 100,000 to 500,000 in the next 6 months, it becomes achievable. Yes, I know there are stroke of luck or what you can call it, but that is not how goals are achieved. You have to put in a measurable goal for you to achieve it. People don't set goals because they have fear, they have fear of failure. That is why they don't set goals. And then people fail to set goals because they don't realize the importance of setting goals. Okay, so R is realistic, then T is time bound. So do you understand, guys? So your goal has to be smart. And it is because of this fear of failure, that is why many people don't set goals. So you have to remove from your mind that fear of failure. So if I ask you, for instance, if I tell you you cannot fail at anything, what is that one thing you can attempt to do? Think just in 2 seconds or in 5 seconds, think about it. If I tell you that you will not fail or you cannot fail at anything, what is that one particular thing? Yes. Simply what? Discipline yourself more. Okay, for instance, you want to, I asked because some people they say, what their dreams are. They tell you, okay, my dream is to become a medical doctor. And then if I ask you what you want, you have to fit in your job. You tell me you wanted to become a nurse or a pharmacist because that is what you wanted before jump you. And then angle you are going, the consciousness of failure makes you to fail, but the consciousness of success makes you to succeed. So that's what I'm saying. So for instance, when I wanted to do jam, actually what I wanted to do was pharmacy. And then number 1, after I have filled my form, I was called to a family. At number 1, which school do I want to go? I told them the University of Ibadan. And they said from Enugu you will go to the University of Ibadan. I say yes. The first of all told me that there is no more carry me and go to the University of Ibadan. And I have to choose a course and I have to study in Enugu. And after we fought, I did the jam form, then jam me. And then I decided to now go to read my memory. But that exactly is not what was in my heart to do. So if I knew that my father can afford anything I wanted out of life, I would have restored honestly. But that has done me. Nigeria has happened to me, and then I am now in real estate. But in disguise, real estate is now paying off. And paying more than ever. So you understand that? So that's one of the things you need to have in your mind. So as you have entered into real estate industry or you are planning to enter into the industry, tell yourself I cannot fail. It is that consciousness that I must succeed that makes you succeed. There's a principle that happens, I think it happens to the pilots a lot. So when you tell a pilot, don't hit obstacle, don't hit obstacle, the pilot subconsciously will hit that obstacle. So you need to change the framework in your mind. Don't tell yourself, I will not fail, I will not fail. Tell yourself, failure is not an option. I will not fail, and failure is not an option. They are not the same. Or this has to work, or this must work. And it must work because you make it to work. So these goals you set in your mind, the truth is that everything starts and ends here. If you can fight that mental battle, you have won all your battles. The day you decide that you must succeed, and anything that you lay your hands to do will succeed. It got to a point that if I have taken 10 people to site, out of that 10 people, 9 people will take. You know what it means to take 10 people to the inspection, or for inspection rather. Out of that 10 people for inspection, 9 paid money for the land you them. That's a great success. It does not happen. It does not happen. Ask anybody who listens. So it starts with here that it must work in the mind, and that is why I want to work physically. So another step, there are 11 steps rather that I will share with you, to help you to set your goals properly. And this is where the rubber hits the tire, or the rubber will hit the road rather. Is the number one step out of it is desire. And desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Desire, it is a strong feeling to have something or wishing for something to happen. Desire can be defined as hunger for something. For desire to work for you, you have to personalize that desire. And it has to be very strong in your mind for it to work. Your desire has to be very, very personal. So if I ask you in the next 1 year, what do you want to achieve in the industry? While I was preparing slides, I picked my notebook. I saw most of the goals I wanted to achieve last year. And many of them, I pursued them wholeheartedly. If you see the way I sell real estate, there is nobody that knows me that does know myself. I sell land, I sell properties. There is nobody. Except you just met me today. Even the ones that met me today, that I just got to know today, eventually will know that I sell property. And in the next 2 weeks, they will buy property from me. That's my principle. How I do it is because of, I told somebody that everything in my house for the past 1 year, or more than 1 year now, but I became very serious with real estate in the last 1 year. Everything in my house, I eat food in my house, I pay light bills, I pay everything is real estate. I do not have any alternative plan. So real estate has to work. There is nothing else you can see. If you go to my bio, go to my WhatsApp story at a point. Because of how strong my desire was, I posted real estate content every day for 365 days. Can you do that? Every day at a particular is one of our projects. And we have about 3 other projects going on. And this project costs billions. Or look at us today, in 12 months. So you have to have that strong desire to start and to succeed. If you don't have that strong desire, you will never succeed. Now, you have to believe. And believe is an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. The day I entered industry, I told myself I was going to succeed. How I was going to succeed, I didn't know, but I believed I will succeed. Am I succeeding now? Yes. So I believe that my desire can happen, that my desire is possible. So you must have that belief that you deserve success. Tell yourself, I deserve to become a billionaire. I've seen myself a billionaire before I became one. So you have to believe that it is possible. You will never pursue it, and you will not be able to get it if you don't believe you deserve it. We have over 100 registrations, but these are people that are here. These are the people that believe that I can get something out of this registration. How we are going to get it, you know. But you believe, that's why you woke up to come here. Many people have reasons not to get here today, but you did. Because you have interest, you keep taking your emails because you sent mails. You didn't put the address on the flyer. It was intentional. And then people were going through your mails. You were calling on the numbers to find out because you wanted to learn something in this real estate masterclass. The truth is that we become what we believe. That is the sad truth. So whatever you believe is possible for you will happen for you. If you believe in this industry, I can succeed. My brother, my sister, you will succeed. If you believe that this real estate industry can give you billions or millions, it will give you. Your belief becomes your reality. I told you guys before that the battle of life happens in the head. It's a mental struggle. So once you believe it, you will pursue it. William Herbert said, if you believe that something is possible for you, your action changes and it gives you convictions to pursue it. Why did you start selling real estate? Why not selling shoes? Why not selling cars? Why not selling aeroplane? Why real estate? So this is where everything changes for you. You must have that belief that I must succeed. Constantly believing that I must succeed. And that is when you start seeing success. It is not enough to have desire. I can succeed in there. I want to succeed. I want to enter real estate. I want to succeed. But you don't believe that you can succeed. How much highest commissions have you received? What highest money have you from real estate for? If you believe that I can make 10 million, I can make 100 million from real estate, and you believe it, it will change how you market property. It will change how you go about the industry you are in. So you have to believe that it is possible. No matter what I tell you today, if everything I tell you today, you listen to it and you never believe that it's achievable for you, it does not mean that in the next 6 months your life will not change. But you have to believe it first. And believing in something is true for you without proof. This is it. Without proof. Sorry. Without proof. Next. You must believe it's possible. We believe in God. Have you ever seen God before? But we believe in God, right? So why can't you believe in your own dream? That is what changes everything for you. Sometimes when you are sharing with people what you want to achieve, they will be laughing at you. Meanwhile, you are owing house rent. And when you are working, they are paying you 10,000 or 20 or 50,000. And you are telling people, I will buy land from real estate, I will buy car. And then, how to achieve it, you don't know. But you need to believe in it first for it to happen. If all of you guys today get the message I'm talking about, the money I spent putting these things together is one part of it. Seriously. I had a conversation with some people last week, I think some weeks back, and then they were fighting me as supposedly anyways. I needed them on something and they were very drunk. And they were telling me, you that is a new kid on the block, you just came into the estate the other day. And we have been in this industry 5 years, 6 years. I told them, I don't give a block how long you spent in the industry. We don't have the same goals actually. We don't. And it is your goals that differentiates you from every other person. So, you need to do what? Have a strong desire and believe in your desire. Believe that it is possible for you. See, anything you think today is possible. And there is this belief I know that for me to think about it means that God is preparing it for me. If I keep dreaming about becoming a developer, which means in my plans with God, God has a plan for me to become a developer. There are some things, even if you like turn my head off and I cannot think about it. Those things were not in the plan of God for me. But for me to consistently think about it, dream it, shows that it is achievable by me, or for me, that God can actually send it my way. There are so many things you can think. I cannot think to become a president of Nigeria. For now, I'm not thinking about, all my dream is just to become a developer. All my dream now is to develop. And I will show you the reason why. Because real estate is the most important industry in the world. It's the oldest, the most reliable, and the most sustainable way you can have a sustainable success. Number 3 you need to do is to write your goals down. It's not enough to think about it. It's not enough to imagine that you have wanted. But guys, you need to also write your goals down. Because a bent pencil has a better memory than someone who doesn't write. When you write things down, several years down the line, you can go back to your goal or go back to those or stumble on them and found out that you really wrote down what you want to achieve. This estate, I remember sometime last year, I was going to the book. Sometime last year around October, I was still a realtor. And like somewhere I wrote that I'm going to have estates. In the locations I thought I was going to have them. And this estate is located in Abidjan. It's about 150 plots. And this estate is billions. What I mean billions. So I was able to appreciate my progress because of what? Because of what I was writing my goal down. If you don't write your goal goals down, you can see your progress. And they said in America, 3% of Americans write their goals down. The remaining population of Americans work for those 3% down, write their goals down. So you need to follow what successful people do. If the rich and successful people, everybody is looking for and writing their goals down, then you need to write your goals down. You need to write your goals down. It is very important. When they write your goals down, they take the power of their own in your mind. Everybody works for people that have written goals. You cannot hit a target you can't see. You can't achieve a goal that is not measurable and attainable. So when you write your goals down, it gives you a direction. Because sometimes the vicissitude of life will push you left and right, and then you start forgetting so many things you wanted, you thought you knew. But when you write your goals down, you go back to your goals every day. I'm still working on myself with this. One of my mentors told me that he writes his goals down every morning and every night. Yes. But one thing I do is that every morning I come into this office, I must write the goal of this company down. And our goal is to become a $10 billion company in the next 5 years. In your mind, it's not achievable, I'll say it here. It's not $10 billion, $10 billion. Press a calculator, you know how much that is. I write it every day I sit in my office. Once I come in, I write it on my board. And I see that every day. And I am running the organization because I want this organization to become a $10 billion real estate company in the next 5 years. So guys, you need to write your goals down. What are your goals? If I ask you to give me your 5 goals for 2023, many of us that are doing your resolution will have forgotten. You wanted 6-pack or wanted flat top. And then this is me, Alpha. So this is me, Alpha. So where are we? So guys, so you need to do that. You need to write your goals down. Determine the reason why you want that goal. What is your why? What is your why? Why are you in real estate? I have asked this question before. Why are you in this industry? Why? Why? You could have been doing another, you could have been doing selling cement or selling rod or selling cars or marketing aeroplane or working at the airport or doing any other thing or selling food. Why are you in real estate? Did you just enter real estate because they say that it's the in thing now? Let all of us go. You need to ask yourself this question. Any man can bear what if he has a big enough why. No matter the challenges you are going through today, when I entered real estate, I told you where I was. In fact, I was at the verge of that. I wanted to pay my school fees to do the college. But I had everything. Somebody say everything. And that is when I entered into the industry. So if I hadn't moved, I would have been in Canada now, considering 3 jobs. And I told my wife, I am canceling this travel trip because in the next 5 years, anybody that traveled that we are supposed to go to Canada with this year, if they go back to Nigeria or go to meet them in Canada, they cannot stand equal financially with us. And that is why I'm running with real estate. So I'm not doing it as a side hustle. Real estate is not a side hustle for me. Every month, my wife asks me, when are we traveling to Canada again? I said, Madam, we have traveled to real estate. United States of real estate, that's where we are. And is it paying off? Yes. It's paying good damage well. So guys, you need to know your why. So I'm not doing real estate because I wanted to pay, to pass away time, or to see how it will work, or to see whether it will work or whether it will not work. That is not why I'm here. I am here to dominate. Are you here to dominate? Are you here to dominate? is when you find your why. Now, let me tell you one thing. Once you know why you are in real estate, number one, your friendship changes. The kind of people you roll in the industry will change. Once you determine why you want to succeed, you will start rolling with people that want to succeed. Any man that knows what he wants or why he's doing everything he's doing is very attractive. Any man, I repeat, any man that knows why he is in any industry is very attractive. So guys, you need to know why you are doing what you are doing. If you want it bad enough, you can overcome anything. Maybe since January you have not closed any sales. Or you just started and you don't know when people now share their story. Some people tell you this, 1 year, 12 months they didn't make any real estate sale when they were posted. But if you have a why, you know, what is, you can, if you have a big enough reason why, you can bear whatever comes through your path. So you have to have a strong why. People that didn't have enough reason why, that is why they are not here. I said we have 100 registrations. 100 confirmed that are going to be here. But look at the number we have here. So to me, I consider you guys are the people that have the strong reason why enough they must be here. And the truest of goal is not when things go well and hunky-dory, but when the hell in a basket lets loose. Work on your list of why. You cannot succeed if only the reason why you want to succeed is only number one reason. So as a real estate number one, my wife is saying we must travel to Canada. I say we are going to the United States of real estate. So I have to make a huge success out of this business. To give her more reason why we should have traveled to Canada. That's number one. I am competing with people that have traveled, that I should have traveled with. That if they are coming back to Nigeria to flex, me, I'm in Nigeria too, I am living life. You cannot come to Canada and be oppressing me here in Nigeria. So it is a race of make I see who go first fail or who go first finish that destination. And there are so many other reasons I cannot tell you here. But I'm just giving you these few reasons. So if you have strong reason why you want to achieve something, you will go through any difficulties to achieve it. It is not easy to own an estate. It is not easy. So that estate alone at 20 million, 25 million per plot is almost 7 billion. It is evaluated estate. And how many of them that travel owns an asset that is valued at that amount? So you need to start thinking about this. What are your reasons why you must succeed in real estate? You may need to write it down. Let us not this be something you just listen and then it goes away. You may need to write it down. Analyze your starting position. Take a stock of your current situation and be honest. Understand where you are at the moment. He who doesn't know where the race starts meeting you will not know where it stops. I think I've repeated this program several times. How many people do you have there? Okay, I don't want to say what I want to say. But meanwhile, it is very common program. So it shows that you must know where you are. It doesn't matter where you are today, even if you are earning 1,000 naira or you haven't earned anything in real estate. Take a stock of where you are today in the industry. Wherever you are, all of us started on the same lines. All of us started on the same line. Take a stock of where you are, your starting position, and then know where you are. Because once you have known this is where I am, you know day. Since you know day, this is where I am. Accept where sometimes you see the aeroplane that is flying, sometimes you have to push the aeroplane back. Push it back before you can get space to run. So take where you are today as that they are pushing you back so that you can go and find your runway. They will push aeroplane. Maybe it was something like this. Aeroplane doesn't turn. You can't turn on the floor, but you can turn on the air. So just notice that all the things that Christ is doing you is picking you left and right to position you. He go hit you like this, he go hit you like this. You will now find your perfect position. And then you hit your wrong way and you run out. So don't say that where you are is bad. You can't be as bad as my own position too. But take a stock of where you are. Because once you take a stock of where you are, it gives you a direction. You get it? It gives you a direction. Set deadline. Use deadline as forcing systems. It is what drives you consciously and unconsciously to achieve your goals on schedule. Deadlines give you focus. Once you know what to achieve and when you want to achieve that stuff, it changes your action and your narratives. Whatever you changes, whenever you put a time to your goals, it changes your attitude. And any goal without a deadline is just a mere wish. Any goal you set in your mind today without a timeline is just a mere wish. Identify the obstacles you will have to overcome. And this is life. This is step number 7. Identify the goals, the obstacles rather, you will have to overcome your goal. In regards to obstacles, there is always something standing between you and your goal. The principle of constraint states that there is always one factor, constraint or bottleneck between you and your goal, that sets the speed at which you achieve your goal. The 80% of the reasons why you aren't achieving your goal is internal. Example, lack of skill, lack of equality, lack of self-discipline, or lack of particular knowledge or skill. Only 20% of the reasons or the obstacles that you are seeing is outside of you. But 80% of those excuses are internal. Don't push the buck to somebody else. The reason why you have not succeeded is you first. The way if you see me talk about real estate, you will think I have been in real estate for 10 years. I think I shot myself in the leg when I told you my first inspection was last year. You guys, your face is dropped, right? Your face is dropped, Daddy. Yeah? You were disappointed, right? Well, it's not by how far. It's how well are you doing. I won't come here and go with I've been in this industry for 10 years. I've done this, I've done. No, I won't do that. I want to show you that it is achievable. Success can be achieved. I'm not going to rubbish the people who have been in the industry for a long time. No. And I'm not here to live in the next 10 years. Tell your friend that he said that he's here to dominate. Talk to your friend. The person sitting beside you. He said that he's here to dominate. Talk to your friend. Tell him that I said I am here to dominate. So, it is not by how long you have stayed in the industry, but identify the obstacles that you need to remove to achieve your goal. If it takes you 20 years to remove this obstacle, you will not achieve any result in the next 20 years. But I am telling you what helped me to see results in the last 1 year. I set myself down and said, these and these and these are the obstacles I need. And I worked to remove those obstacles. So when you start seeing the result is when obstacles have gone. How long it takes you to remove this obstacle is also how long it takes you to succeed. I go, yes, I did allow you to stop me from pursuing that client, or going on that client. But I know that this guideline will help me with my goal. And remain consistent with it. Can you follow a Bible said that the widow that went to see a judge said that the judge, she kept stopping that judge until the judge did not have any option than to just have his speech. Some people say, collect money, make I rest. Just collect money, make I rest. The truth is that people don't know the importance of investing to real estate. Many of the times, I have a story of a man. I think I'm jumping ahead of myself. I will discuss all these things in real estate when I start teaching about real estate. Because I wanted to set the table on the floor before I move to the next phase of it. Because this is actually the fundamentals. So if we get the fundamentals right, everything will be in place. So you need to be determined. You need to be determined that against all odds, come what may, my goal must happen. Say that to yourself. Come what may. Repeat after me. Come what may. My goal must happen. Once you tell yourself this every morning, I keep telling myself, sometimes in the morning, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Even when I don't see any reasons why it's going to happen. You have taken a client for inspection. Many of the time, I spend money. If I'm taking for inspection, the way I will treat you, the way I will treat you. If you don't buy land, if you don't buy that land, guilty conscience will pay you. I'll first of all carry you from mainland, rather, many of my clients from mainland. I will carry you and bring you somewhere in this. I will take you to a good restaurant. I will give you food. You will eat well before we start going to site. Maybe on our way to site, most of them will be sleeping because they don't chop better food. By the time we are getting to site, they are waking up. And then I say, come on, now this line will be this. Yes, and then I start my work. So the way I treat you, you go, let's say this boy they try. You will just know, if I don't buy this man for this guy, I don't do this guy bad thing. You understand? Because I know my goal, and I know for me to achieve my goal, I have to be persistent and determined. And because I have a goal to achieve, the way I treat a client I'm taking to inspection changed. Today I was discussing with people that have been in the industry 6 years before me, told me that they realized this thing 2 years ago. And I'm just in the industry and I'm doing that. Because of what? My goal changed. Anybody I'm seeing, I'm talking to you about land, I said, they owe me. So I set a goal for myself that this is what I want to achieve. And for me to achieve that goal, I set a financial goal rather for myself. And I realized for me to achieve this financial goal, I need to make XYZ number of sales to achieve that goal. So for instance, if my financial goal was to make 30 million from commission, you were actually more than that, but I did 30. And then I made money from around, and I'll tell you how I made that money subsequently. And then from that goal, I realized that any inspection I'm doing, I can slash that goal by half, or I can knock down that goal by 50 inches. So I see you as my commission money. I see you as my money. That's what I want to do with the money I want to do commission. Maybe I want to buy a car. I want to buy a new phone. I want to take my family for a trip. I want to pay house rent. So if I see like this, I already see commission. The house rent like this. So as soon as you pay for that land, you will pay me, I will collect my commission, go pay house rent. So my goal was not to sell. My goal was to live a comfortable life. How do I live a comfortable life? By making sales. How do I make sales? By treating my clients very, very, very well. So guys, once you can change your goal or fix your goal, every other thing changes for you. And I don't want to bump you guys with a lot of issues. Remember, there are no limits to what you can achieve for yourself, except for the limits you place on yourself. There is no limit. There is nobody stopping you, except for the limits you have set on yourself. So guys, just think about it. What are your goals? In the next 1 year, what do you want to achieve from real estate? What are your personal goals? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? So if you can fix this question of what I want to achieve, every other thing changes for you. So let me take you guys to this another subject that we need to take. Does it make sense? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? How was the last section? Huh? Did you take anything out of it? So what I want you to do, before I get into the next section, please, I want you to do me a favor. I noticed you guys snapping things from us. Go to your social media and post something and talk about hashtag real estate masterclass. And talk about what happened today, what we learned out of it. Because this is how people know your life. Now let me give you guys one story that helped me. I was not a social media freak guy. I don't usually use social media now. But I understood there are many millions of people on social media that have the money that you own. Now let me tell you, if I sold 150 plots of land in the last 1 year, 120 plots was sold on my WhatsApp story. 120 plots was sold on my WhatsApp story. Which means I post things on my WhatsApp. People that used to have my number saved has called and said, Ekene, we noticed that you're now selling land. However, because it's so consistently, I was posting every day for the last 1 year. You know what it means that you post content every day for 1 year, every day for 1 year. Every day I was posting things on my WhatsApp story. So people start seeing that this guy, people like this guy like not the things small. This guy don't go to some kind of event or almost this kind of location. So they start seeing you as a person of value. Because when I have a goal, the places I go to change. People I sit with change. And that was how my life started changing. The truth is that the money you are looking for is in people's hand. But if you don't give people the content they need, they can't give you the money. I've met a woman in a training like this. I've met a woman in a training like this. That training was for 3 days or 2 days. After that training, first of all, the next week of it, she bought a property from a worth 15 million. First of all. 3 months later, she invested 100 million into Zebulon homes and properties. But we sat in a class like this. So your classmates in this class, all of us are sitting here, but we're not classmates. I don't know who she knows. She may be the next governor's speaking, or next governor is uncle. But you are treating her wrong. And that is what I learned in real estate. I started treating people well. You don't know who people know. The person sitting next to you, you don't know. Okay, I was in LPS. Let me show you guys. I was in LPS last year. So there's this guy during the election. His name is Ekene. During the election, I'm obedient is Bulabu or Bulaba. So we keep arguing. Why? I like this one. I like not the other one. I didn't know that this guy is the godson of what's the next SSG of Federation. I did not know until two weeks ago. This guy will call me on the phone. 5 hours we are debating election. I didn't know. He was in my class. Another guy in my class, the governor of that state, he was in his house. The day they announced the governor, 2 of them were in his house. Governor of that state, the next governor now visits him every day. Anytime he goes to village in that state, that governor will drive before he became the governor. Goes and fight. Go to come to his house to eat with him in his own house. Not him inviting the man to go. The man comes to his house to eat. And now he's the governor. And he's my friend. What do you think about? So you don't know who you are sitting with. A little change in the weather or current of life. Someone that you think that was at the back can move to the forefront. And that was one thing that changed with me when I had a goal. I don't treat people like trash anymore. If I offend you, you see where I'm begging you, there is something special about it. Because the truth is that the day people will be talking about you, you will not be there. Have this notion in your mind. The day people will discuss it, before anybody, before somebody buys a property from you, he will try to call 3 or 5 people that know you. If those 3 or 5 people say, oh, well, leave that girl alone, you know, I do this. Don't do that or that. People are important. People will do a due diligence on you before they give you money. And most important decision in people's lives, you are taking it with laxity. Come on, you guys should change. And this change is when the goal happens. If you have a goal of what you want to achieve, everything changes. You get it? Am I making sense? Now, this is also one important aspect because I'm trying to round up. 1 o'clock, I want to leave you guys to do other things for today, and then we'll come tomorrow, and then we'll come. Tomorrow is going to be a blast. Tell yourself, I said tomorrow is going to be a blast. I'll show you how I made 30 million selling real estate in 7 months, and how I earned 60 million investing into property in 1 year. It hasn't happened. Not everybody knows this. And I'll show you that tomorrow. So one other thing we need to take, I needed to do this because I was stopping, should I do this or shouldn't I do this? But I told myself I need to do this. So this is like a continuation of the goal setting. Now, vision board. You cannot hit a target you do not see. I think I mentioned this before. So first of all, you have to see it in your mind. And I told you, yes, before you can see it in your life. And I told you sometimes you need to go to some location. If where you are living doesn't make sense, change. Even if you can't pay house rent in those places, visit those places often. Change the church you are going to. I remember when I was living on the mainland. Okay, I was living in the mainland. I'm not living in the mainland anymore. I don't know where I am again. But I was driving from mainland to House on the Rock to come to church, House on the Rock, because they said that church was big men. And me, I want to be a big man. I'm a very big man. And for me to become that, I have to see that it's possible. I see people drive latest brand new cars to church. You work on brand new 250 million naira. That's the driver. People destiny. No, I'm telling you the truth. Rolls Royce are 700 million naira. People are driving to church. What's it? $300,000 car. They're driving to church. Just to church, and that guy is not driving again. That's only for Sunday car. That is only Sunday car. You can't drive only on Sundays. Or for wedding and those church. Luxury car. And then you want me to go into church and the highest car they are seeing there is Corona. It's not. Come on, I can't do that. I'm not trying to belittle them. But you have to do yourself a favor. If you cannot see it, you cannot hit that target. There are people that the highest one they have seen in their life at once account once. There are some people, if 500,000 enter their account today, bank will block their account. Bank, they want to go to bank and say, for 500,000. But there are some people too that they don't even know the last time they touched 50K. They don't even know the last time they transferred 50K to somebody. They don't do transfer. They carry money from bank. If they want to spend money, but give this guy 1 million. Now from bank they carry out. These people, they are not thieves, they are not politicians. They are business people like us. But you need to see it happen for somebody else before it can happen to you. You need to have a mental picture of that. See, after this class, some of us need to change the kind of friends we keep around us. If all your friends think about is salary and 10,000, you can't function immediately. In fact, if you remember the first time you told somebody the land is selling for 5 million, 5 million was heavy in your mouth. Before you can pronounce 5 million, it was heavy in your mouth. What you need to do every morning now, start practicing how to call 80 million, initial deposit 10 million. You need to accept it. See, there's a way you will call money. The person that you are marketing to sell to will know that you're not talking. It is your convictions that make people to give you money. How you talk about a product or how much is initial deposit. If 5 million is too heavy in your mouth, they cannot buy a property of 5 million from you. You not the same land of 950 or land of 500,000. There's something bad about that. But if you need to upgrade your level, there are some people that have not sold a property worth 10 million. All the property they have sold is property of 1 million, 2 million. Somebody has not, a client has not come with them and go and pay 70 million at once. Because in your mouth it is heavy, you cannot pronounce it. So you have to see that that target is possible before you can achieve it. So change where you go to, change the church you go, change your neighborhood. I remember when I was living in a particular neighborhood in Solo, I told myself I want to live in Amuwo. My rent that time was 500,000. I was working for someone. I looked at my rent there. But the cheapest land in Amuwo, our house in Amuwo then was 1.5 million. You move from 500,000 to 1.5 million. So I was sitting with a friend. So don't meet them. Why do you want to go to Amuwo? I said, because everybody that is there is an importer or a rich man. But I wanted to be an importer. Okay, I was importing products, I was importing medical products there. So I want to go close to the people when I was big. And my brother, I went close. The godfather of my daughter is the financial director of the shipping line. I am jealous of my daughter because every month they send money to my daughter, every month. Yesterday, they have sent a gift pack. That is, it is common. The clothes my daughter wears is from UK. The man buys, he takes pleasure in buying it. But it wouldn't have happened if I did not live in Solo. Now, wonderful. That man lives opposite my house. A shipping line is their financial director. He's a Nigerian. So all the money that the shipping line makes is the one that receives the money, that counts the money. So this cannot happen if I am not in that environment. There's a proverb who said, the only person who breaks the carry like goes to. If you don't enter the water, I cannot carry you. Two of us. So you have to get into the pool before you can be wet. You cannot be wet outside, no matter how you like the pool. It's until you, before you get wet. So that's how this is. If you don't see it, you cannot have it. So vision is the faculty or the state of being able to see. Not all eyes that look see. Are you hearing me? Not all eyes that look sees. You have to look before you are able to see. It is the state of being able to see. What are you seeing in your life? In the next 5 years, where are you seeing yourself? In the next 10 years, where are you seeing yourself? You're not married yet. How rich do you want to be before you get married? Or by the time you are married? How rich do you want your husband to be? The truth is that women don't know how powerful they are in attracting the kind of men they want. You may marry a poor man today. Yes, the man may not have money. There is no poor man anywhere. It is what you decide. You may marry a man that doesn't have cash today. But it is the vision you have of the man that can make him to be rich. There is nobody that can, if you're not ready to be pushed, don't be married. Don't marry an ambitious woman. If you don't want to be successful, I'm telling guys this secret. If you don't want to be successful, don't marry don't marry any woman that's not ambitious. You will not be successful. If you want to really be successful and you are single as a man, as you are planning for yourself, marry a woman that is ambitious. Her ambition will push you until you start succeeding. That is, by the way, vision board is a college of images and words representing a person's wishes or goals intended to serve as inspiration or motivation. So these are pictures and words, images, representing your wish, where you want to be. So a vision board is a board having several pictures. I want to go to Miami. Have you seen Miami before? We live in an internet age, but we don't use it. Why? What do you search? We are on Instagram every day. What are you looking for? You are not going to Dubai, but you can go to Dubai. If you want to go to Dubai, I can take you to Dubai now. Now. That's right. That's right. It's fine. I'll take you to Dubai now. And this is where you start seeing that things are possible for you. It's the things you see in your head that you can have in your hand. See, everything I'm saying today, this training, I have seen it in my head a couple of days before it happened. But this number, this is not the number I saw. People will be more tomorrow. Please, go to YouTube. We went to Dubai. This is Dubai. Dubai. Are you not in Dubai? So this is a country that several years ago was a desert. 20 years ago was it. I've been to this country, but I've not slept in that skyline. But I'm going to sleep there very soon. you searching on the internet? Use Google to create a picture of the future you want to picture in. I didn't want to put some of us into temptation. I would have shown you the next car I'm going to buy. Very soon it's going to be in your hand. Because it has to consistently be on your mind before you can have it. Go to Google, just type Lexus 600. That's the next SUV they want to buy. There are not a lot of it now. Yes, we only have 5 7, and I'm going to grab that car the next 1 year. Maybe on the anniversary of today, I'll post that video. And it is possible. I am already working to achieve it. If I tell you my goals, you will say a lie. It's not possible. How are you going to achieve it? But when I talk with billionaires, they give me money. It takes your goal, what you have achieved. What a rich man say. A rich man cannot give you money if you don't think that you are rich. When they are talking with a rich man, they are listening to your conversations. They are just doing analysis, assessment. It's the things that come out of your mind is what determines how much money they will give you. If you cannot talk millions, if they say that I say this million guy they talk, this guy is not used to this thing. Yeah, except I tell you I'm living, you believe I'm living there. You will think I'm living elsewhere. If you see me, anyway, I've said it. Maybe one day I'll try to put a video of me selling on our page and then you watch. They will need to see you having that mentality. I've taken one billionaire to a site. They have to talk to that at the same time. So all his monies are committed. But then you see this project, I'm going to dash him the next 6 months to 1 year. And they was going to do that. He's a billionaire. But I took him to Zebulon. We haven't built anything there. But the pictures I painted to him, the content I shared with him, he said, no. This guy knows where he's going to. So you cannot become rich if you don't talk the numbers. If you don't behave like them, you cannot become them. This idea of fake it, you make it. Sometimes fake it until you make it. If you're going for a don't go where, don't look for. I want to sell. It all depends on you see yourself as. See, it's the name you call your dog. That's what everybody will be calling them. The name tag you put on yourself, that's what everybody will call you. So if you see yourself as just a realtor, ordinary realtor. In fact, I was in Abuja 2 weeks ago. They said that in Abuja, if you call anybody a realtor in Abuja, they will slap you. That they see it as degrading. Even in Lagos now, if you call somebody agent, I'll be agent, that's what they look like. But that agent is agent of money, not agent of darkness. Agent of real estate. So you need to have an idea of what you want to achieve. 5 things to help you consider how to put a vision board. Think about what you want to represent. For me, my vision board is about the story of my 5 lives in the next 5 years. I've told you guys one of it. If I'm building a $10 billion company, I cannot be driving a Corolla. Commit it. They cannot see you as a company that is going to become a $10 billion company in the next 5 years. 5 years is one thing after Balabu. And then the next 1 year. 2 of us. So in the next 5 years, I should start now to prepare who I want to become in the next 5 years. 8 years ago, before Barry Googled us, where were you? What was your life like in the last 8 years? 5 years will come and go. You think 5 years is long? This is 5th of January. I'm sorry, it's not 5th of January. 4th of May. But January was just yesterday, right? You don't say happy new year yesterday. And then 2023 is almost over. Time waits for nobody. So you need to have a vision board that represents what you want out of your life. I just took you to Dubai without this around. And you can be doing this every day of your life. It is the places you want to go to that motivates you to act differently. It's what you see, let me say it again, in your life that is possible, that will be possible in your hand. If I've not seen this training happen before, I've not spent the money for it. You do not pay any time to go for this training. And that's why many of them are not here. But you know what? The people that are seated here are the people I value so much. Because it was good enough for you to have good reasons to be here today. You could actually be at your home. Nothing to do for yourself. But people that are not here didn't know what they are losing. Many of us will go back today and change our goals, change our friends. See, you are as rich as the 5 people that you constantly are in contact with. Let me shock you. There's this friend I used to find with my house. He's a good friend. He's a Christian brother. He has no problem. But this guy is always in debt. And each time he comes to my every time he's always to my house. I notice that I'm always in debt. The day I stopped my relationship with that guy, I stopped being in debt. I won't call his name. I hope he doesn't see this video. But the day I stopped hanging on with the guy, he doesn't visit me anymore. We don't see each other. We only see on Facebook or Instagram. We comment and we say hi, and everyone moves on. Write down the 5 people you are in contact with, including your mother and your brothers. If you are in contact with them all the time, you will be as rich as they are, or as poor as they are. Even Joseph was taken to Israel because God wanted Egypt, because God wanted him to save the world. If Joseph was still in Israel with his father, he cannot save the world. Sometimes you need to be taken out of some people to become somebody else. People that you are following with, the first 5 people that you are always in contact with, you will be as rich as they are or as poor as they are. So, let your vision board, please, tomorrow if you are coming, if you can do a video for me, I will ask you of this. Show me pictures of the kind of places you want to go with your life. For the fact that I spend money to organize this event, do me that honor. Because it will be a wasteful investment that all of us came here. After this event, our life will not go forward. See, I knew the day my life changed in real estate. I knew the day it started. I knew where it started. It started at Intercontinental Hotel. I attended a training there. And that was where my life changed. That was where my life changed in real estate. So guys, think about the feeling you want it to give to you. If you go to Dubai, if you are just imagine that Puja Arab, the tallest building in the world, you sleep in one of the flats. You know how much they pay there? I think it's over $50,000 per night. Let's calculate how much is $50,000 per night. And people live in Puja Arab. I know a guy in Nigeria that lives here. That is his place of abode where he lives in Dubai. He's not doing juju, he's not doing runs, he's doing real estate. So if somebody can achieve that, it is not an option for you, it's a must. You too, you can achieve it. Yes, they may have achieved it before you because they started before you. But there's nothing that says that if you start, you cannot achieve it. What I'm saying, is it making sense? Are you getting things out of what I'm saying? What does good life mean to you? Imagine I said, Francisca, I'll be paying $10 million in your account every 30 days. Imagine the kind of life you have. Just imagine, just what $10 million, $10 million every month. You imagine the kind of car you want to drive, where you want to live, right? And the lifestyle change completely. There are some people I know, they don't spend 1 week, Monday to Friday in Nigeria. They have not spent Monday every month. They have not spent their Nigeria Monday and their Nigeria till the next Monday. They know those kind of people. And they are Nigerians, so I love that faith, yes. I love that faith. They're coming. And I'm coming too. They don't have two heads. They are not doing Yahoo Yahoo. They are doing legit business. You cannot catch them in Nigeria from Monday till Monday. No. They have one. There was a day I don't hustle. You know what I will talk my story, but I see I will talk about. Maybe I just see that. I remember the day I went to see one guy. I want to deliver something to the guy. He was late Christmas some years back. So the car I went to that place, the guy said I was driving a Jalabi. That was the first guy. I think the Jalabi or something. Jalobi. That was so bad. I entered their compound. The cars that they covered, the minimum car in that place, the smallest car in that place is a Porsche. Smallest car in that place is a Porsche. He lives in Lekki, one. We are coming. You know, they said Peter Pan is coming. Zebulon is coming. So, what makes life worth giving everything you have? These are the things you need to think about to create a picture of what you want to achieve out of your life. See, you can leave them to them, decide this is the life running against time. So we are expected to be done and leave them by 1 o'clock. Because I remember that, I know that successful people are best time management. There are a lot of things we can talk about, possibly after today, subsequently on my, because we're going to still on an online class with this. So there's a whole lot of things that we're going to discuss at a very long time, at a long spectrum. So, do you have any question? Do you have any question? Anything, clarity you want? Is it making sense? Is it making sense? So, tell me what you have gotten so far. Thank you. We will make that, take your questions and then I will handle them. And there is something I want to tell you guys. If you write 20 goals, that's achievement. Now, take 4 areas of your life. Your financial goal. Financial, health goals, marital goal, educational goal. To make it easy for how you can achieve it, set 2 goals per category. So financial, how much money do you want to make this year? You can say you want to make 10 million this year, for instance. So our organization this year, we're targeting to make a turnover of about 5 billion. We're getting close to. And I can tell you how many we have got. We have got more than 500 million. Now, but we also have other goals. That is why we are doing this trend, because we know that happens. That's one of our mission. That's why we are progressing this trend. So this training will happen every other quarter until Christ comes. I think I've said this before, or until the day we decide not to stop as a company. And then, marital goal. I have a country I want to travel this year. I just have money. I don't want to travel to different countries. So when you pick financial goal, how much do you want to make this year? You write your goal down. You go to the next health goal. How many goals do you want to take 2 goals? Because for why we don't achieve goals is because we want to do everything. There's something I told you before. I said, what is that one skill that if you acquire it today, you have the most significant change in your life? See, I know that I have many things I want to achieve. But how do I achieve them? I can only achieve them myself. So my goal becomes to perfect my 7 skills. So if I perfect my 7 skills and I'm able to sell, I'll get money to do every other thing I do around. All your goals is money dependent, two of us. You want to buy a car, you want to live in a better house, you want to stay in your neighborhood. But money no day. But if you sell, you will get money to buy car or motor, depending on what you want. So, what do you now focus on? Do you focus on the car? Or do you focus on how to get the money for the car? Do you understand why people make the mistake? So you need to understand, first of all, what do I want to achieve? The plan is the how. You understand? So you need to know what are my goals. And then this is my plan of achieving this goal. So, after today, or even while we're in class, we're going I want to move from where I'm living. How much money is the rent in where I want to go to? So they are paying 3 million. But everything in my account now is 200,000. You can see the disparity. Initial deposit. So you understand the disparity. So you need to be able to move yourself, to move from that point to now say, okay, if I do this thing well, it will influence every other area of your life. So for me, it was sales. Selling to HNIs. I'm going to break this into 2. So the next one will be on Zoom, on the Zoom class. So when I will take it, so that I will take on selling, how to start a sales process. HNIs is a high network individual. Okay. Good morning.
So my question is regarding the goal. If you set a goal for probably for a month and you didn't achieve that particular goal for that day for instance, so and you want to try to like it, I don't expect them to still move that goal to set as per adding up what you have that like you're ready to achieve. Or if you leave that one and you take that one, you really set or try to set to an higher one.
So I would advise, depends on what you need to know where you're taking the goal and how important that goal is in your life. Some goals knows you may not achieve in the first point. So you move, carry it over, and move it to the next day. And you pursue your goal until you are able to achieve it. I have a man that said the wife he married, it wasn't that case with me. The wife that he married, he called that woman twice every month for 18 months before the woman can get time to sit with him. I don't know if you have heard about the Grand Cadon. Twice every month. He was calling the woman twice every month for 18 months. That is goal. That is a man that knows his goal. He cannot see. Don't reduce your goal because you cannot achieve it. You can see, you can increase your goal. But that is when you start putting a plan before you marry. Before the lady accept date him. Yeah, a date, the first date. The first date. Date, yeah. Probably the woman will come and go several times. He got the next number in a mall or something like that. And then everybody disappeared. To meet. To get a meeting to meet, the appointment to sit down for first date. So I will call you now. You can't say you don't have my time. I will call you another time. He's calling to get a date, have first date. To sit down with her. Yes. So are you saying there is not enough? Or yeah, that's what she's saying. It's not enough. You have to call her every night. She was an actress, actually. She was an actress. I might be working on your own timing. You don't work in Nigeria, I know. Because even 8 times in a month, you don't work. Just to get a date? In Nigeria. Yes. Because I listen to a lot of relationship therapy. People that are experts in that. So they keep telling you that you don't have to. Well, because when you want to, let me tell you, yes. I'm not saying that she's just people are going to get for all the time. So that's all I'm saying. But that's the thing that they want. But you know, forget about the timing. I want us to say something. Yeah. So now let me give you guys something. So you're still thinking why extended to 18 months. No. I disagree with you. You know, I can actually call you to book a meeting with you. I am not dating you yet. I'm not in a relationship with you. For instance, I took your number today and then you disappeared. I traveled. Then I called you told me that call me XYZ. I want to see you. I called you today, you told me to see you. And I called you again, I give you another meeting. And I was calling you back to back for 18 months. It's not about the frequency, but the consistency of people. I don't know how, but that's what he said. He said it's impossible. Can we come back to you? I think this is going to open this. It's going to open the sales because now there are some skills. There are some skills. Okay, so for you, what's the name? Oh, Francis. Okay, so Francis, so for you want to be called 3 times in a day. In a week. So,
That's why you don't like it. You're like, you don't want to be consistent.
Why would I call you?
why would I buy a gold name?
How many millions do you want to put on my name?
But I've seen ladies who reach out to, in fact, I feel ashamed, yes, them doing it. Ladies who reach out to, like,
Depends on what you want to get out of it.
what do you want to get out of it?
I know what
So guys, I think we should go back to
Yeah.
our session. So let's apply this to sales. Now I like how this conversation is started
Oh
because
my God.
there was something I said initially before I get into real estate. I was a very inconsistent guy. I do things only when I feel led. But sales, if you only do sales or market your product when you are led in spirit, Sapa is on the door waiting for you. So sales is actually the key factor that changes everything after growth. How aggressive you are in your sales determines how big your goal. Because it's in selling that you're able to hit your goals. True or false? Every of your goals today is what money can solve. Is it not? Sales is how you will get inflow to get the money to solve the problem. So sales cannot be something you do by the side. Selling real estate cannot be something you do whenever you think I can do it. It's something that you must do to be able to have the finance to achieve every of your goals. So selling is a transaction where a good or service is being exchanged for money. So there is no sales until money is paid. Sales only happens only when money has exchanged from the buyer to the seller. Selling is a set of activities So, it is a process. It's not something you do today, they give you money today. In my experience, I only have one client that inspected their property on Sunday and paid on Tuesday. But that was not the story. So let me take you back. I've been looking for a property for these guys for close to 2 months or 3 months. So we started from 20 million actually. He gave me his budget at 20 million. I looked at several properties. I took him to Zebulon Homes and Gardens. Zebulon Royal Gardens rather. And he loved the place. So he said that because of the location, it's not the location that you want. That he wants between Chevron to BDC. I said, okay, you have to increase your budget because so that's how good you should be in your business. See, if you are good, everybody will be looking for you. You will be the bride everybody wants to have. But first of all, you need to find it. Discipline and consistency is the distance between the life you have now and the life you want to have. Discipline and consistency. You know what it means that every morning on my WhatsApp story, I post real estate content. For what? 365 days. I didn't miss it. If you take my number today, wake up tomorrow, you will see content. So people have seen how consistent and passionate I am. If you see me go to site and say, hello guys, this is Zebulon Royal Gardens Estate in Abidjan. A plot is selling for 25 million. By the time I finish on that video, I will run that video every day for the next 2 weeks. I learned this principle from radio stations and the media industry. The first day we heard Kante by Davido, we never liked that song. The first day you heard Timeless album, did you like the song? You say you don't make this song, don't make sense. This song don't make sense. But you won't go club, this is the play. You then sign up to radio station, they play. You come back, they play. You go go inside to the plan. So you cannot be forced. You don't have any option than to accept. So if I produce content on site, on my social media, I will post it this morning. You know, it's 1 hour every 24 hours. You go expire by, there's some that have already expired this morning because I'm talking I cannot forget. Those ones that have expired, and the expired and post the same content. I am not changing it. I will run it for 24 days or 30 days. People do not get things sometimes when you say at first. Everything I've been shouting here this morning, she said it is only the fear of rejection that and everything. And just we can see one kind of thought. But it is by repetition that your client gets the idea of what you're saying. So you need to be disciplined so that you post it, you post it. I said once I wake up now, my wife wants to stop and say, Madam, I want to open shop. I want to open my shop. Say which shop? My WhatsApp is my shop. Every 9 a.m. I post, so people expect it. So I have a particular time I post content. So for the benefit that you are here, the best time to get interaction from your WhatsApp story is usually from between 7 and 9 o'clock. People are going to work, getting up from work, or driving to work. And then between 12 and 2 o'clock, people are on break. And then between 5 and 8 in the evening, people are leaving to work. That is the best time to get best engagement. I have sold more properties on my WhatsApp story than anywhere else. WhatsApp. This WhatsApp I'm not doing WhatsApp business, regular WhatsApp. But it is paying for me because I am consistently posting. So my WhatsApp is my sales tool, is my business, is my shop, and my shop. That place is my shop. So you have to see that. You have to be consistent. These are some of the skills you need to have. You need to be consistent. You know, Francis is saying, why would I be calling only 2 times in a month? Why would the person be calling? It is not about frequency. It is about the timeline. Can you pursue a customer for 6 months? Say, I go buy. There's a guy in America, for the last 1 day, the first day I posted about real estate, he started with me. From that day, he hasn't worked. But he said, oh, I like it, so I go buy. But I'm still engaging him. Because this guy wants to see, are you in this thing for now? Are you in this for a long haul? I told you guys. So I will show you that tomorrow. People are on different stages in their decision-making process. Before people can buy from you, they go through stages of decision-making. And you need to appreciate that. So if you can't capture that, you will lose them. There are people that are good today. They will give me money immediately. Because maybe I have had a long relationship with them. The truth is that before people can invest money with you or buy property with you, they will believe first of all that you are worth more than the money they are giving you. Anything people have given to you, that thing they gave to you was not as important as they gave it to you. If I can give you 10,000, you are more important to me than 10,000. Am I making sense? So I have to see that value. So if I invest 10 million with you, are you worth more than 10 million before I can give it to you? So for the woman that invested 100 million with us, he's more than 100 million from me. As well as other investors that have invested with us or bought properties from my hand. They saw me as, so which means somebody took me to side, believe that if I give Ekene 75 million to buy property from me now, no story will come out of this one. Am I making sense? That is how they can call and say, okay, because they don't know the person that's going to run. Now you carry clients, go see person, developer, where they property. Is it not? The investor did not see you, the client doesn't know the developer. Every money that he's giving, it is you that are giving that money to give to the developer. So if you are not a valuable person, if all the value that person places on you is 10 million, you cannot get more than 10 million from him. For me to move that person from 20 million to to 75 million in 3 months. That means my value grew in that person's eye from 20 million to 75 million in 3 months. How often are you working on yourself? See, sales is a business that no person will do it for you, and you will do it for yourself. How much value do you have as a person? Before anybody can invest money to you or with you or buy a property from your hand, you're not the owner of the property, yes, but you are the one, you are the connector. They must see you as much valuable than that money. Am I making sense? So, discipline and consistency is that distance. But you need to be consistent, even if you're not getting results. Keep posting. You're not getting results. Keep posting. They're not liking your social media content. Keep posting. They're not liking your messages on Facebook. Keep posting. People are reading it. If people are not seeing it. There is nobody that knows me today that have known me in the past 10 years that doesn't know I'm telling you this thing. That have known me all my life, or you just met me 1 week ago. You know how close 1 week was? You must know that I'm telling you this. I exude real estate. I'm a walking real estate machine. So there's no how you can meet me and don't know that's the business I do. And that's why I'm getting the result I'm getting. So until you are crazy about it, nobody will pay you for it. You have to be crazy in the industry you are before somebody can give you money for it. So these are steps of prospecting, of sales cycle. You know, there is some people say there is about 7 steps, but I will deal with this, and then by the time I'm done with this, you should be able to get value from this. You hear that? You hear that? Am I making sense? Number 1 is prospecting. But I'm going to take this. I hope I don't confuse you. But the most important aspect in sales cycle, I think, is presentation and prospecting. Why do I say presentation and prospecting? Okay, there are 3. Presentation, prospecting, and follow-up. These are in order of importance. So, presentation is number 1. Prospecting is number 2. Follow-up is number 3. Now, every other thing here is as a result of these 3 things. But presentation involves, number 1, product knowledge. You cannot sell what you don't know. Don't be, what do you call them, Aboro, that load the vehicle, Lagos. You have never seen Lagos. Doesn't know where Lagos is. If you want to sell property, you are selling property, have you? Have you gone to the property you want to sell? Have you gone there to make video? Have you gone there to see the property? Do you know what the location of that area is? Do you know about the government projects around that area? Do you know the kind of property titles that is prevalent in that area? The owner of that property, do you know who he is? So you first of all need to know what you are selling before you start prospecting. So you need to have a brochure or information about what you want to sell first. That's why sometimes the best way to get a girl's name is to get number. You have to tell me your account number. You say a girl that tells your name is her name is Ekene, okay. And tells your name is Sandra. As I don't give you a guy's number, so they give you number, tell them account number. The real name will come out. Take that name and put it. Some of them on IG they are answering collect or IG. How they do? Give me names now. They use one name. Yeah, so give me an example, please. Oh my God. Sexy dog. Now, if you go to that girl's IG, use appreciating the kind of person she is, or appreciating the kind of taste she is. So you now know the angle where and when you are going to carry her for your business. So as a guy that is looking to marry a girl, typing a girl, if you collect number, go do investigation. Find out details about the person. And that's how real estate is. Yes, you want to do real estate. Have you identified the property you want to sell? Get a knowledge about the industry first. Go and read. So for me, when I started the industry, I started attending trainings, events. I was learning, I was networking, I was learning. Because I need enough information to sell. Because if I prospect and then don't have what to sell, it's a wasted effort. And then if I know what to sell, but I don't know how to speak, it is also a wasted effort. So it's not like I'm seeing a fine girl and I'm at the back, I'm eyeing that girl. I can't, it's not me. It's a wasted effort. And then I'll be having a little last week, and then the girl I'm looking at is working and I'm not. So you need to first of all go and investigate. Read. Study about the property. So there are several properties. So one guy told me he has been selling property, marketing property, and he has not been getting solutions. So I told him, what property are you selling? He told me he's selling land in Lake Phase 1, 430 million. Selling house on Banana Island, 1 billion. Selling house of 2 billion. And I asked him, where does he live? He told me he's living in Angus. He's working with somebody in Angus. You can't make sales. Not only because the people that are your immediate environment are not in that. They don't, none of them are most even of 10 million or 1 million naira, and then you're selling house of 1 billion. They'll just wait and just continue. There's what we call hanging fruits in sales. They don't call low hanging fruits in sales. Low hanging fruits are the places that can help you to get results easily. Things you can do that can help you get results easily. So for instance, you live in Zebulon, there's nothing about it. You're not the person, maybe you're living in your family house. But you can change your cycle with time. So you look at, I'm living at Ekene, and everybody within my immediate environment can boast of, I guess, 1 million naira. I guess. You can't be selling properties of 10 million to them. They will not buy it. Even if you sell them, sell all their family, they can't get 5 million. And you are marketing a property of 10 million to them. It's not possible. It cannot work. So what you now need to do, start from where you are. I think we talked about it in sales. Start from where you are. Take a stock of where you are. Take a property that matches your current experience. Start with properties of 950 to 1 million. Start with those ones. They collect initial deposit of 500,000. It will be giving you motivation. You will see money to be going for inspection. When you start getting the result over time, you start mixing it with properties of 10, 20 million, 50 million. Am I making sense? So, you can, because the truth is that you get weary because you have sold for 1 year. Nobody bought property of 430 million. If I ask you, do you know any MD of any company? Do you have a personal relationship with MD of any multinational company? You don't have. Those are the ones that can buy those kind of properties. Do you go to a hotel? You say no. Do you live in VI? No. Where do you go to church? You go to Jesus Christ's Lord Assemblies. The highest car there is the Realtor 2005. No, it's truth. Your imminent sales comes from, first of all, people that know you. For me to tell you that I sold 420 plots on WhatsApp story, do you think it comes easy? It's because people that know me and people I know. It's my contacts. So not like I can tell you, see, the truth is that there are other forms of prospecting. But what has worked for me, I go to events, people my card, greet them. Because of where I am, the car I drive, and the environment I live, you will have a level of conviction that this guy is not going to do me. The typical mind of anybody that you are marketing land in Nigeria is that, why you? My phone and you won't collect my money and run. You have to look like money for them to give you money. And then, if you know what you are selling, the way you talk about it, is the land you live, the building you live in. Part time, because for instance, if I'm going to buy a house in Sangote here, I should budget about 80 million to about 60 million. I can't drive a car of 50 million. It's not possible. When my house is about 60 million. But when I'm living in Banana Island, I'm buying a house of 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion at the same time. Just land alone is 1 billion. Before I now build on it though. Maybe some location is about 5 billion, just land, just empty land. There's no car I will buy today that is 5 billion except I'm buying plane. So real estate is the highest decision any man can make. And then you are looking on serious and you want them to pay you. Go there walk, you can't walk. So first of all, focus on presentation. If you don't know how to speak, you need to learn how to speak. I have this slides, but I think I'll be going back and forth before. Okay, let me do this, then I go back. Product knowledge. Do you know the product you are selling? Where is it located? What are the factors, government development around that environment that will make that property increase in price in the next future? Do you even know why people buy properties? Do you know why? Who can tell me 5 reasons people buy properties today? Yeah, why people invest into properties, into real estate? Why? Appreciate the appreciation, yeah? Value, what do you mean by value? Okay, not what? Networks. Investments. Okay. That's the factors of development around the area. Okay. Sorry, do you know why people invest in real estate? Get profit. Oh my God. Liquidify, okay. So when there is gas, can liquidify money and grow. Now, the truth is that everybody sells. Tell your friend, shake the wine. Tell him, shake the wine us. So this is the storytelling skills. You need to be good at storytelling. See, you may forget everything I say today, but do you see the story of calling 2 times for a few months? You not forget. Francis. People may forget what you tell them, but they will not forget the stories you tell them. You may be talking to them and they are keeping quiet. They are absorbing the information you are giving to them. But when they go back to make a decision, it is all of the things you have told them, including the stories told. If you have a good relationship with your father, you know there are some stories your father told in the past that you have not forgotten about. The Lord has told you several things about be a good boy, be this, be that. But today he told me a story of a boy whose father did not have money. And they couldn't pay school fees and he went to learn trade. And that boy struggled, and he was the only person that ever brought their family to riches. Every other thing that your dad told you, you will not forget that for that story. You forget every other thing rather for that story. So you need to be good at storytelling. So when I take a client to inspection, I don't leave you and then I'm driving to site. No. I'll be gisting with you. Oh my God. I'll be telling you stories. Do you know that this guy bought this land when this place was this amount? And now they are selling this place. In fact, somebody priced it 15 million. Meanwhile, I bought 10 million and 100,000 naira 10 years ago. And they will tell you the story of my clients, which are truths. A guy who told me that, I don't know how many of us go first back here, or Apple Junction, where Mexican is. Beside Mexican like this, where there is the sweet sensation. The man told me that they took him to that land, sweet sensation, 2005, where they do sweet sensation. He went there. It was water. He threw water inside the land. It was me. He said that this you want me to buy. People are buying land, they're asking me to buy water. He went to meet somebody else. His friend brought container. Said, "Oh boy, I think at least 1 million, 1,500,000. I get 300,000. Give me 1 million. Make I yeah. If I sell market, I will give you." He gave that guy that 1 million. He told me today he has not collected that money. They seized that whole container. Custom, they brought container out, but custom seized after paying the duty on all of them. Land you know buy, money you no get. So he said any day he passes negatively and looks at that place, he is in regret to today. So when I tell you this kind of stories of why people that are suffering today because they didn't buy, you too will say, "Oh boy, maybe this thing will happen to me." Am I making sense? So you need to be master at storytelling. You need to know how to tell a story to captivate people. And it is the stories that make people to move. The things they are saying, because people need something that is relatable. Something, I think they'll say, "Don't move by." How many people don't buy it? They need to see what is relatable before they can take action. Do you understand what I mean? So, you need to be master at storytelling. So I have 1 hour to round up. Public speaking skills. You need to be able to speak in public. You need to stop being shy. Don't be crowd shy. I can talk anywhere in the market, anywhere in places. Because I know that if I don't talk more, I go hungry. I will finish it. Sabbath, advanced work. Because this today, once I wake up like this, when they come to my body, people wake money from me, plenty. And my ghost still do not allow me to sleep. So I have to learn master the act of public speaking. Because you need people. Money you are looking for is in the hand of people. In fact, there's a story that they used to tell us, which I want to take that story from your mind today. They tell us not to talk to strangers. The money you are looking for is in the hand of strangers. Jokes apart. Money you are looking for is in the hands of strangers. If you cannot talk to people you have not met and build relationship with people, you'll be broke all your life. Anything you want to achieve today in your life, somebody else has it. But you need to sell to be able to make that person release that. About the Ukraine war, I don't want to tell you about anything. So share information because people want to know that you are a learned person. They want to know that you are informed. Beyond the money you want them to buy or you want to get from them, offer value. Let them see you as a valuable person. Is it making sense? Share private knowledge, facts and data. Go to the government website, find out what government is doing in that area. What project the government has, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, bring evidence and show them. Then create engagement. Create engagement. You understand? Create engagement. And when you're talking, don't talk too much. Don't give unnecessary information. Know when to stop. There's information you want to give to somebody. You go first of all see them in your mind. Is it necessary? Is it relevant? Make I drop this one. Make I use this one. Don't talk too much. Because when you talk too much, you give out unnecessary information. Ask questions. Ask questions. Questions make people talk. They give you information you are looking for. So sometimes you may take somebody to a property, you ask them, where do you stay? Or where is your preferred kind of place to stay? And then you allow them to talk. They are giving you information you didn't ask. And that will position you to know where to take them to. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? So that is also, so you need to be able to do that with people. Ask questions. The Bible says that he that asks questions does not know truth. So engage your customer, your clients. Try to know what they want. With that, you will be able to provide a a solution to their problem. Because the truth I told you earlier that everybody has a reason why they want to do something. Everybody. If it is not for the money, it is for status. Like I told you, there's some people that they want to invest in the fertilizer because they know that in the next 10 years, the land I bought 2 million or 1 million or 5 million or 10 million will be 200 times or 1,000 times the value. So those people are investing for the money. Other people want to buy, they have the money to buy the whole of the fertilizer, but they prefer to use that money and buy 2 plots in Banana Island for 10 billion. And that is all. That is their status. They cannot buy anything in this phase one. You understand? Their life is just only in Banana Island and from DI where their office. And maybe when they go church. Sometimes they bring church to their house. They come and do fellowship in their house. People pastor come and do fellowship in their house. After doing fellowship in the church, they will bring them to their house. So you need to also find these things. So when you're able to find the reason why people do things, it will be easy for you to make sales. Now let's go back to prospecting. Are you guys ready? Quality stuff? Are you guys quality stuff? Thank you. So prospecting, when we started earlier, I said that real estate is like going to the river to fetch water. And then prospecting is similar to catching fish, and there is no single way of doing that. So for me, what works for me is one-on-one prospecting. So immediately I see you, I'm talking with you, I'll ask for your number. I'll ask you if it's your WhatsApp number and second. I'll take your number. In the next few days, expect a message from me. I will not tell you anything about real estate. First, I will greet you to be familiar with you. Maybe if I'm engaging you, I will not start with real estate. Because I know it is one-on-one. And people don't like to be so. So once they know that, oh, this guy is taking my number because he wants to sell to me, they'll say no. I'll give you the number that will call good. If they can know that if I give this man my number now, they ask me for something else. They will give the number. He will say, okay, no problem, we'll see tomorrow. So you need to be strategic in how you assess people that you need to work with. Do you understand? So once you see a client, yes, your focus is real estate, but don't go there first. Get to know people for who they are. There are people that once you take their number, take their name, save their number. Once you call them like their name. There are names you call me now, I'll know where you've known me from. There are 3 names I have. If you call me smart, that means you knew me from university. That's like the name everybody calls me in university, rather. Then, if you call me Ekene, that means I've known you for a very long time. If you call me Matthew, you knew me in Lagos. When I was in Lagos, I called you. If you call me SMD Igbo, that means you knew me from village. If you call me Igbo, that means you knew me from my family church in Enugu. Then if you call me Ndubude, that means you're a business person. You know me as a business person. If you call me Zebulon, that means you know me from village. So people want to be appreciated for who they are. People have portions that want to be connected to. So if you are able to connect to that portion of their life, guys, you are gone. You are gone. That is, you've gotten a deep access. Because beyond, the truth is this, I tell people, beyond whatever you want to you own, or whatever a rich man owns, a rich man wants to receive. Once you see a rich man, find a way to be of value to that rich man. Don't ask a rich man money first. Hello? Once you see a rich man or a billionaire, don't ask them for money. Find out special things in their life. Get much you spend in getting them. I'm telling you how big rich people get. We value things because we thought about it. It is in the thinking because I say, oh, this person valued me. That is why the person went ahead to buy me this thing. Because for a rich man, he is always the person giving things to people. Everybody comes to him to collect. Everybody comes to him to collect. I will tell you a story. I was to meet a man. I was prospecting the man actually. So if somebody, I got to know him through a friend, and I wanted to get into his inner circle. So we called and then gave an appointment to meet with him in Victoria Island. So I got to the hotel. The owner of the hotel was seated there. So we had a good, I met them eating before I came. I didn't know how much the bill was. So I joined them and they actually took a bottle of beer, we ate some meat and the rest of it. So it was time for me to leave. They were still seated there. So I stood up, went to a bar person, I asked them what they are doing. They told me, I think it's about 90,000. I gave them my card, I think. That was the first time I was meeting that man. Everybody in that place took my number. They have the money to pay. They've been there since 7, I got there by 9. I left by 11. When I stood up, I paid for their bill. I knew I could afford it at that time. What he did was that I got access I was looking for. That is a secret of prospecting. Sometimes you may prospect a client for 1 year. You know the way they nurture chicken. You are preparing the chicken for Christmas, giving it over a period of time. There's a client you have to do that. It's not the day you meet them. That's not the day you tell them about property. Because the truth is that there is not that almost everybody is not telling. But once they have a personal connection with you, anytime you ask them for something, they will give it to you. So they don't have it. But that's what those guys say that once they do swearing in now, it's going to give them because they're politicians. So if they want to know where they are. You know, some people are still, whether they will cancel election as a result or whether it was where. So once you've met, may come now. Business and it's where your business is done. And it is not about who will have their number. It's about who, when you call, they pick your number and call you by name. You can have any big man's number, but they have your number. What do they save your number at? There is no day that I have met those people. They are the ones telling me now we will do business. Because they have sat down to observe that consistently since we met, this guy have consistently done one particular thing very well. In fact, I was talking with them 2 weeks ago, and one of them told me, you really understand this industry. Because they don't want to put money in a wrong business. So you have to be proven worthy that you're a good business. It's not the business that you are bringing. It is you. It is you as a person. How consistent and diligent are you with your business? Sales is the best industry in the world. But how good are you at it? If you are good at sales, if you go to the worst place in the world, you will succeed. Because people always have something to buy. But people don't know number one. Sometimes people don't know what they need. Some people don't know how to get what they need. Some people don't know that they need what they don't need. And what they don't have rather. They don't know they need it. Some people, if you tell them, they say, it's better my money is in the bank. Some people tell you, I can only buy land in this. I can only buy land in this place. I cannot go. So you need to show them they need it. You need to have your facts and data. If you are talking, you need to be seen as a professional. Create different nets of catching your fish. So that is what prospecting is. The clients are the fish. Nets is your prospecting tools. How are you getting your customers? The people that have bought property from you, how did you get them? You know, see, people can only buy, people first of all know you, like you before they buy from you. Let me say it again. People will only buy from you if they know you, like you, and then they will not buy from you. People cannot meet you today and they will buy. buy from you. No matter how English, how much English, anytime you see somebody buying something from you, they have gone through this twisted truth. They have got to know you. They are not liking you or they have liked you, and they're interested in what you're saying. So if you meet a person, get to like the person first. Even if you are pretending, show the person you like him. Show personal interest in that person. So that once you are buying, because people only give you what you give to them. If you like them, they will like you back. If you hate them, they will hate you back. If you know them, they also want to know you more. And this is the principle. You know, I don't know if I say this here, but I am talking about sales. I told someone last week, you know, I meet a lot of people, and I talk a lot, and I like making references to each time I talk. Now, I told somebody that, do you know why the Igbos look as if they are the first people in commerce? You don't need it, I don't know. I said, okay, after the war, everything they owned were taken from them. So the few people that were into business went to the village, and they will adopt 5 people. And those 5 children that they adopted at the age of 10 or 15 years, they will live with them and be going to shop with them. For a period of 10 years or 7 years, they will settle that person and give him 200,000 naira. And 5 years later, that guy is a multi-millionaire. But since you left university, how many 200,000 have you bought already? You are eating the capital they use to start somebody's business. When you meet these millionaires or billionaires, ask them how they started. Some will tell you they only paid shop for them. Your guy don't settle them. But today they are doing well. How? This is what they taught them in that 7 years. How to get to know people. How to make people to like you. And how to make people to buy from you. And I think Harvard University went to Alaba International to study the A1.0 system in Alaba. Because virtually every man that has been brought to Lagos to succeed, 90% of them have succeeded. How? No school, only 100,000. How? Now, let me give you the how. When that guy was there, you will come to shop, you will neglect him. You can't be talking to a guy. To the guy there, okay, no okay. Tell your guy, come on, you don't come on. Well, you see those little boys doing that around in the shop. They are the ones that hold that business from falling. If you go and meet those guys, every time you go and find the money. One day, you will bring market in the shop. Maybe you are coming to collect your money. They will tell you, say, okay, no, they will they don't want to like you come out. Meanwhile, they don't sell your goods finish. Okay, no one pay. Those ones, if you are very close to them, they will really want to tell you, okay, pay this man now, this goods they go. Pay this man, make we carry another one. If you don't come meet with that, tell them, okay, make we do a deal with this man so that you know this market is good. Okay, we can even make more money from this business. That goods you are supplying maybe 10 units. That man will now pay, the other will pay, and you will bring in 20 units or 50 units. The supplier will not say, okay, boy, if you help me to sell this goods, I will give you so. You guys go on. The guy will carry you. If anybody come look for this man, say, okay, this man don't collect this one. Why? That this one, okay, the same thing. Even that one, this one, grade 1, this is grade 1. You see, those boys pushing your product. They will be in that shop for 5 years, helping you to sell for the organ. It will remain 1 year, 6 months for them, or 6 months for them to settle. They will come and say, okay, they will settle it by next month. Say, you don't find shop, you never find shop. This same thing is doing with you, is doing it with 3 other persons or 5 other persons. Then they will settle him. You will call on the phone, okay, I don't get shop. Okay, anyway, I come back and I can't. You will not go to the shop, you will see empty shop. So, okay, how about that? You will tell you how much they use to settle it. It's nothing like 400,000. Because you can't pay shop for 1 year or 2 years. So, okay, that was why they help you say that time. Pray for me now. You don't say that time why they shop. I need this. I don't know they sell them. So, I like the way it's supply, don't pay. So, okay, they complain, say, we never say now. You can say this market don't flop. So, I need the seller. Bring that seller. That supplier, you go and supply that guy with that cash. settle, and I shop with this. In fact, my oga don dey mess up. In fact, my oga pursue me. Na shop like this. You start having emotional connection with the guy. So even if you have money to buy elsewhere, you come to that guy. Because when you don't come market, you don't send list, go give that guy. Now that guy help you pack the goods. You go settle the arrows. You go do your wedding. You go ensure say you get goods. Your goods. And pay as soon as you see your goods. Because that guy has been the one handling that stuff for you. Once he becomes his own organ, you will start patronizing the guy. Because you know what? He has been proven trustworthy. So that guy gets supplier, he has market himself. So the goods that takes his organ 3 months to pay, you will hold up, within 1 month, you not pay. You will collect goods of 2 million. You go use money from this person, pay this person, pay this person. So you will collect another goods of 20 million again from 10 people. You understand? You will increase his customer because you know they come market again. You go send that list to back goods for you. Before you know it, that guy that started with 250,000 is now a multi-millionaire. But it started from there. They got a customer. A customer may be working. Okay, wait you want buy, wait you want buy. Okay, wait you want buy. Okay, we get them now. Okay, get them. They will carry you go distance from entrance of the upper market to inside end of the upper. You will go see their shop. You will take your number. You go to chat. Okay, we get this good so. How that close now? You like them. So you create that relationship with you. Because he knows that one day he's going to be on top of his own. And the customers he's meeting on the road today, he doesn't treat them well. You will not have customers tomorrow. So this is what this is. Prospecting. You need to learn how to be good at prospecting. Don't put real estate first. Don't put what you want to sell first. Put value first. Sometimes teach people about investment. Go and, if you don't know anything about investment, go and read. Buy books and read. So that when you open this your mouth to talk, people will say, it was wonderful meeting with you. Have you ever met somebody say, I'm looking forward to meet today? It's because of value. And when you are doing this thing, you think you are not getting anything. But you know you're like a phone. You are absorbing information. Absorbing things is entering. The end. Just wait the end. Francis, is entering that day. The end that day. So the day you start talking, because you have invested in your life today, it's not only when you pay money that you make investment. You invested because you came there to listen to my everything I'm saying here today. It's an investment you're making into your life. Sitting down to read is an investment. People cannot sit down to sleep. Some people, they open book like this, they sleep. If they sit down, open book like this, most of them don't go. So you have to be consistently investing in yourself. So that when you talk with a prospect, they will see value. They won't see you like another agent. Nobody calls me an agent though. And I didn't tell anyone to call me an agent. No, seriously. Many people don't call me an agent. And I did not tell them to not call me an agent. They saw value that I'm not the regular house agent. That this guy is a professional. When I talk, you really want to know this guy, where are you coming from? I was making a presentation from the bank. I think way back. I was in the school then. Somebody asked me, what school did I went to? I told him, say the line. Yes. Come on. That's the spirit. Enugu State University, yeah. So the person was like, you went to a suit and you are this good. So you understand? So you need to have that investment in yourself. And these are types of prospects. Number one, this is cold market. You know, these are people you don't know. First, all of you here except Francesca is meeting me for the first time. True or false? True or false? So this is your cold market. This is where your cold market, and 25% of your sales will come from your cold market. And 35% of your sales will come from your warm market. Your warm market is people you know. This is where the 35% of your sales will come from. And the first people that will buy from you are within the members of your friends and your families, which are the people that fell into this category. You understand? Now, 40% of of your market, which I call favorite market, are the people your people know. These are referral markets. And my day, this is the sweetest of it all. No stress. This person told me about you, come and see me in my office. Finish. There are people that get job only with complimentary card in this company. They will give you their complimentary card, sign it, give it to their MP, tell you are from me. You don't get job, don't get contract that will change your life. Because of this. But before you will get here, you need to treat these people well. Hello. This student says, mind yourself. So you need to be good here. You understand what I mean about value? That boy that is learning trade, that 3-year-old boy, a customer will come to their shop, they collect number, the customer will travel, they will do well bill for the customer. They go back loose, you will call people, they will deliver it to the bus park. The boy will ensure that they do well bill. And you tell me that tomorrow when that boy starts his phone that you not patronize him. Because that boy is focused on delivering value. So you were once there, and then you are here. So our purpose as salespeople is to be able to move people from cold market to the right market. That is your job. You hear that? You hear that? So you need to move people from here. See, by the time I'm done with you tomorrow, all of you will come to my house to come and shop. Because that's the intention. Everybody I have met here, I've always moved them to this place. And then, how do you imagine that trade in the marketplace, all those people didn't have university, but the amount of money sitting down in that market? You know, I was in two market one day. Somebody told me that the money of Olu people, Olu is a local government in the state. In the Dumoka market is in the neighborhood of almost $10 billion in drugs, medical drugs, not cocaine, medical medicine is over $10 billion. They are the foremost people that enter into drug market, drug business in Nigeria. But you will see that same boy, or that person from the village, and maybe a son of his kinsman, or extended nephew, extended cousin, something like that. He will come and live with Oga for 7 years. And then the same, every other has 2 boys or 3 boys now. Those boys, as Oga has brought them, they are covering in hardship. Because they are difficult, some of them came from poor people and they are struggling to survive. Let's find the right words. What's the name they call them in English now? They are learning trades. Let me remember the right word, that's not the right word. So because they know that they are corporates, they form unity in their suffering. So you come in the shop, you are going to deal with this. Half our market, no, market no deal. Now it's them, I'm going to tell them, that will be okay. You don't say she will give us a gift. You don't say you woke us up by half 4 here and we go fetch water. This one, and the wash car, I feel like I go wash car, fetch water, back to them, no school. Keep them before the market. So because of their unity in problem, they have similar problems, they start forming union amongst themselves. They form comradeship. So 5 years down the line, they have grown. 10 years down the line, they are about to settle them. So what they do is that, because when they go to village, I visit your village. I follow you, visit his village. Follow me, we visit his village. So we now know ourselves down to our roots. Do you understand? And then when I become Oga, you have events, and we go to the event with you. If you have things in the village, I will travel from Lagos, go to the village with you. I am forming familiarity with you. I know that from Enugu, you are from Anambra, from Igbo, but we are on the same line. We are serving different Oga, or even the same Oga set. But because of that unity in our suffering, we became one. We started identifying ourselves as one. And then we moved from cold market to one market. From one market to another. That's why they say, before they buy anything from anybody, they will call, if you say you know this person will call me that knows this person, or confirm from this person, this person. So if you go to market, you go and market, you say, I know the state again now. You say to get what property from. You say, okay, no problem. You will go. You will call Alfred. Alfred will call Ekene. You will call the state again. Is it true you bought from these people? You will not be there when they're making that call. So take that as a working principle. Before people invest in you, they will ask around to know who know you. That is why you need to treat people well. Move people from here, from your core market to one market. Imagine you move people from this place to this place. You know that is 100%. I have bought property. Somebody has bought property from me. Called two of his friends. It happens every day. And I'm talking to you, it's happening now. Two people that live in, one lives in South Africa, one lives in UK, to buy property and sell it. The guy that called me, oh boy, give me subscription from somebody wants to be. But that guy used to be here. We lived on the same street though. Now we lived in the same house, same building. But he lived in South Africa before he now came back. So we used to see him once in a while. You know they talk. You see, I said, okay, I want to park, come and come. That's how. So we moved from here to become here. You said this office last 2 days ago. We moved from here to here. See, your money is in the network. Touch your neighbor, tell him your money is in the network. Touch the person beside you, tell him your money is in the network. So you need to create a network of people. Because it is not about who know you, sorry, who you know. You make money because of people that know you, people that like you, and people that want to help you. Ways to get into the gold market. Social media. You know, when you guys came, I was watching you guys were all sitting down here. Nobody's making any content. You guys couldn't even go outside the dance now. I was like, what's going on? This, you see this? Yeah, why do you put Instagram here? Wow. People will need to build a case. People are building their decision making on you. You know, I said it before, you guys laughed at it. People are watching your story, your Facebook, what you are posting every day. You post comedy content that is not putting money in your pocket. You post about the government of Nigeria that is not putting money in your pocket. You post about the celebrities that not even know you. But the market you are selling, product you are selling, you cannot even post it. If I check your social media now, it will be about this lover or the night page or church clothes you went or something to wear. You are not posting what you are doing. Do you know by the time you video that background and post, people are looking at, oh, you attended a real estate training. Because they know they will start making a decision. So this thing is important to this person. That's why he went to pay for it. I told you guys about Lagos Business School. I paid over 2 million to attend that class. But see the level of network is bringing to me. And those people today, I am not build network. Go to event, let people know who you are. It is not who you know that makes you rich. It is who that know you that makes you rich. It's the people that, the quality of people that know you that makes you rich. Every money you need today is in somebody's hands. Until those people know you, not you know them. They're making all effort to know you. Cold marketing prospecting, so you can do cold calls. You know, get a list of numbers and call people and the rest of it. I think that's what's more prevalent abroad. Friendship farming, turning strangers into friends. If I tell you how I met the phone, you'll be very surprised. You know what I'm talking about. He was once a stranger, but we are now best of friends. We have done business, almost 100 million, but we started as strangers. Don't meet people and collect number. If you take people's card or phone number, call them at least within the next 48 hours. Call or send a message. Turn strangers to friends. They will give you the money that you are looking for. Everything you are looking for is in these people. But until you move them to friends, nothing for you. Like that. People that your people know, and also become a center of influence. Become a key decision maker in the industry that you're in. We can do that. Approach and contact. So this is when you meet people for the first time and then you take their numbers. So have a script for meeting people. So if I meet you now and I tell you my name is Dr. Ekene Ndubude, I help you make the most difficult decisions in your life. I want to ask you, what is the most difficult decision in my life? And then I tell you, real estate, I help you to make a decision about connecting to real estate. And then you start thinking about, and you realize that the most difficult decision people are making today, after whom to marry, is where to live. Where to live and where to buy, or where I'm to put my money, the kind of investment I need to do. So I help you make that decision. So I'm going to give you an assignment. Take a list of 20 most influential people, both in your church, in your streets, in where you live, in your village. Go and get their number, get to introduce yourself to them. Tell them. Just get a script. But first of all, be their friend. Build friendship with them. The man that is a finance director of a street company that is the godfather of my daughter, we used to meet at landlord's meeting in my estate. So every last Saturday of the month, we go to landlord's meeting. I'm not a landlord in that meeting, but I shall go. So in my neighborhood, I'm the only person, my compound, my building, we have about 6 units of duplexes. So I'm one of the occupants. So out of that 6 units, I'm the only one that goes to that landlord's meeting. So I go there, I introduce myself. During meeting, I will contribute ideas. At the end of the meeting, I will help and serve food. I will serve food. I will share drink. I will bring up. We are drinking. So I am building rapport with them. Over a period of time, I lived in that estate for 5 years now. Over a period of time. Because they have seen me consistently being of value to them in the estate. I told you, we the rich people, when you see a person not asking for money, look at the value you can give to them. Once you offer value to them, you get their attention. And once you get their attention, they will give you their money. First of all, give them value, get attention, then you collect the money. But if you focus on getting the money first, you will lose the relationship. Follow up. Some of you have taken clients to your property for the last 6 months and you have not called that person to decide, okay, how far now? Once you take a client, this is my principle. I treat you well before while taking you for inspection. And as soon as I am getting to the location, after the inspection, you will go to, I will call you within the next 24 hours. I will first of all give you some subscription form. And I will call you within the next 24 hours to follow up with you to know how you are doing. And then I will consciously post content that I know you will see about that estate over a period of time to help you to make a decision. I will post that content consistently over a period of time to help you to make that decision. So discipline and paying attention to details are very important in follow-ups. This is where lots of money are made or lost in sales process. You understand? Skills needed here are patience, persistence, consistency, work ethics, diligence, endurance, and good attitude. So you need to be, like I told you, I consistently do things. People only respond to consistency of the action, not in what you do once in a while. If you want to get results from anything you want to do, it is not about in the length of doing it. It is about your consistency in doing it. So as I don't get 6 pack, like I want to get 6 pack, I can only do This is where the discipline comes. You are saying it is not easy. It is not easy. Is it possible? It's not possible. This is where the discipline comes. Follow up is about it. Sales is about discipline. You see the way the regiment, every regiment is disciplined. If you are not a disciplined person, you cannot succeed in sales. Anything can go kind of guy. Anytime, it depends on the side of the bed I wake up that day. I will tell you what I will do. But when I start selling, I made a conscious effort. I understand that if I don't sell, nobody will eat in my house. That's how bad it is. If I don't get commission now, there's no fuel to come for inspection. So I have to be consistent in hours a day. By 5 a.m. you must be at the Patagan. 6 o'clock they are doing their whatever they are doing. 4 a.m. Okay, and got wrong. 4 a.m. they are already awake. Those Patagan guys, those guys that are on Patagan that are soliciting the flag. If you are there 9 to 9, you are gone. The front job you will do that day. You will ask your mother who sent you to Nigeria. So you need to have a task that you must do at every point in time. A salesperson is a disciplined man. That's why the people that came here at before 9, I salute their courage. They're good salespeople. I think they are one of them, right? And who else? The story is that. Why didn't you read your address? Why didn't you ask? So, okay, and you too, Ali. I have to go and collect the handshake from that man standing outside. I'm just looking. But salespeople, yes, tomorrow will be different. Salespeople are quality people. They are disciplined. Do you know? You guys don't understand this. I said I posted real estate content 365 days on my WhatsApp story. No failing. Let me give you an assignment. Can you post something about real estate? Can you take a picture of this estate now? Post it for the next 2 weeks. Yes. If you don't make sales, call me a bastard. Come and refund the money. Every day, if you don't make sales, I will give you 100,000. This content, post it on your WhatsApp story or your social media every day for 2 weeks or 30 days. If you don't make sales or somebody say, maybe we'll go for inspection. No, I'm not. I will give you 100,000. Just about. I'm paying a bet now. But somebody must come for inspection. It says that, I sells the process. So that person has gone through the most difficult part is bringing people for inspection. The most difficult, and you're reading, right? The most difficult part. Once you see, my own is to they don't know how close this place are. See, the farthest place before used to be Lagos Business School. Lagos Business School used to be very, very, very far. And then we now move to suppose they don't know, to Costaris. To Costaris. Now Costaris is very far. But look at Costaris now. And now we are moving into a Lagos. And before you know it now to the new airport. So people don't even know that this amount of production or this kind of development is going on in that area. The most difficult thing as a realtor is to let people come for inspection, especially in Lagos. I go for inspection on Sunday. People are in church, they are going for inspection. So I'm giving us an assignment. Post this content and in the next, every day for the next 10 days. If you don't get anybody to come for inspection, I will give 100,000. I will will verify that you are posting it for the next 30 days. So you see that it is the consistency of your action that gives you results. Now, because okay, I need to say this. This is even when this is one of the most important. And once I do that, I will close here. So I'm to do this in the next 5 minutes. Why people don't buy from you is number one, you are very uncertain about what you are doing. People don't buy from you because even you, 5 million they have you from house to talk. And you say person to give you initial deposit. You are selling out of 5 million, even that 5 million, you didn't make mistake, 500, you want to come 5 million, 500,000 come out. You want to sell 500,000, you sell 500. Your initial deposit is 100,000, 1 million. It's the certainty of what you are saying that makes them believe you. There's a way I will be talking to me. I will see how serious you are for what you're saying. There's also a way I will be speaking to you. I will see how unserious you are for what you're saying. My time managers has come. I have 5 minutes to pack. There's no I'll tell you I will slap you now. You will laugh, say, oh my God, sit down now. But there's also another one say, I will slap you now, you know I will slap you. True of us. So it is in the seriousness and the sanctity of what you are saying that makes people believe you or give you money. And that is why you are making progress or not making progress. Because you are not certain about what you are doing. You need to be sure. You need to be sure. You need to be seen. You are nobody knows you. That's why you're not saying it. You are obscure. You are hidden. You are hidden. You are very fine, but you are hidden. Nobody knows you. 9 o'clock, you don't see you. So you are still in bed until 9 a.m. the next morning. Nobody knows you. Social media, you don't post anything. Your content is just fine. Out of that fine, it is clothes, or dress, you go to church. And nothing else. You are a salesperson, nothing else. I'm a salesperson. I say I'm a walking real estate machine. For you to know me, I don't know I'm selling real estate. It's not me that you met. I was in the village 2 weeks ago when we buried. I was selling land. That is how passionate people have to see that seriousness in you. Real estate, have it in your mind that real estate is the most expensive investment anybody can make in their lifetime. Then you too be serious about it. What do you think of yourself? If you don't think of yourself as somebody with value, you will not treat yourself as somebody with value. I'm a billionaire in all sense of it. You may not see it, but I'm a billionaire. I don't need you to see it. I'm very confident to see it. Zebulon is a $10 billion company in the next 5 years. I'm the only one that needs to see it. You don't need to see it. And how you see yourself, that means how you carry yourself. You know, there are some realtors to be taken abroad this year. Those details I will share it with you. But we have to see that first. And then it is already materializing. You are not persistent. They will tell you, I don't want to buy. You just keep buying. Okay, I'm not invested. Keep buying. You don't know it is in your consistency of request that you get a yes. See, my daughter can get anything from me. Once she's reading 1, 2, 3, and she calls you daddy, and you didn't answer. While she's reading the 1, 2, 3, anywhere she stops reading the 1 until you say yes and start counting with her before she can count. Even if you like, be sleeping, she'll wake you up and you count with her. So when you are saying, when she's calling you, you may not be attention, maybe do something, maybe answer the call. Just like there's a leave me now, she'll say 11, she'll be crying until you do that's what she wants you to do. And that is how you should behave as a realtor, as a salesperson. Know what you want your clients to do. If you are taking a client to a site, I know what I want them to do. There's something I expect of them. If you are not sure of your values or your goals or what you want, the world will never reward you with your value, your goals, or what you want. Spectators pay, players get paid. Belief is to have confidence in the truth, the existence or the reliability of something something, that is only when you can act purposefully. So you have not taken this business serious. You're not carrying this business on your head because you don't believe you can pay it. Do you know what it means for a married man to leave every other job and pursue real estate? I don't have anything on the side. I don't sell anything on the side. You can't find me selling anything. I sell land from Monday to Sunday. I go to inspections on Sunday. People are in church and I'm doing land inspection on Sunday separately. If you come in now as I'm talking to you, in fact, a client is waiting for me once I finish now. You have to do it. People need to see you as crazy with your goals before they can give you money. And the world only answers to crazy people. If you are mad, you are determined to make a difference. That's M-A-D. Make a difference. You are determined to make it. You are mad in the column. You are crazy about your business. That's the only way people will give you money. So this is my success formula. Get attention. Hey! I just got the attention now. So try always to get the attention of your clients. This is when they give you money. Get your attention. Accept criticism. When people criticize you, accept it. Now, you do remember when Bobrisky first came out, everybody was fighting Bobrisky. You understand? Everybody was fighting, but now everybody is admiring that guy. I saw Bobrisky's video. I will put up the video tomorrow. Let me know what's our time. Yes, 2 days ago. I was like, is this a boy or a man? He looks better than many women. But when he started, everybody was criticizing him. He got our attention, then we started criticizing him. Many people hated him. But now, people admire him. So you need to move from here to this place in your business. See, every realtor is a businessman. Don't see it as you're working for any developer. It is your business. In fact, every developer should be kneeling down to beg you to sell for them. Because it's your business. This is what you do. Because you move people from cold market to favorite market. With your own money, money they spend. You understand what I mean? So, immerse yourself. Dedicate yourself to the business. Be totally committed to the job. Have a sense of duty so that any day you wake up, tell your people, I want to go open shop. They will ask you which shop. This is my shop. What's up with my shop? And they say like, that's my office. Dedicate 1 hour. Post on all social media every morning. If you start doing this thing every 9 a.m. consistently in the next 2 weeks, you will get somebody that will go for inspection. If you do this consistently for the next 2 weeks, just for 2 days, somebody will buy that land. You think people will not know you? You think people will not follow you? Do it consistently for 1 week, for 2 days, and then you get the job out. That's one. So this is the assignment. Immerse yourself with books, read, listening to audio, audio tapes, watch videos, watch movies that inspire you. Not only watch what they call it, Lion's Heart, or which other one, the one that's trending on Twitter. This one that King of Boys. What movies are inspired? What about business documentaries and the rest of it? Test out your ability. Just go outside and be listening with everything you watch. Tell this thing to people. And you see that everything is nice today will sing. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. Thank you guys.